Welcome to Social Garden Property TV. Today I'm here with Zoe. Welcome.
Hi. Good to be here.
Thank you. And today Zoe and I are talking about middle of the funnel lead nurture strategies.
Yeah.
So Zoe, middle of the funnel, what are your top 3 tips here?
Sure. So you really want to segment it out into 3 kind of strategies. The first one being determining the stage of where the customer is at in that sales journey. Second being determining what success looks like, not only for the business, but the customer. And third, adopting an omni-channel approach.
So Zoe, your first point about stages, what are your key points here?
Sure. So you need to push it out into more of a funnel. So you're looking at the first stage being interest, where the customer has determined a need. Consideration, where the customer has determined a need to buy. And lastly, intent, where the customer has considered a need to buy with you specifically.
Fantastic. And the next point, which is really about objective setting, what are your key points here?
It's really about determining what success looks like at each stage of that nurture.
Okay.
So breaking it down, looking at interest, you want to get that customer in front of a profile page and have them fill it out. Second, consideration, either having them update that profile page, so based on something that's changed in their life that might move them along in the customer journey, like an income change or readiness to buy. The second part of that being they may increase their lead score through engagement to product that is specific to their need.
Okay.
And finally, with intent, having them ask to be in front of a sales consultant.
Fantastic. And lastly, we talked about more of a multi-channel approach to lead nurturing. What are we talking about specifically there?
I think it's more about moving away from a standard nurture stream and towards an omni-channel non-linear approach. And by that specifically, I mean recognizing that there are multiple channels and pathways that a customer can go down before they become a sale.
Fantastic. And what is the role of social media in that space? Because we often see platforms like Facebook used for direct response advertising, but clearly it has another role to play.
Definitely. I think it's more about really increasing your touch points, because in this technological era that we're in, customers are going to be looking via multiple channels in that research phase. So by meeting them at each of those platforms, not only we're increasing our touch points, but we're increasing our relevancy in their decision-making process.
Fantastic. And ultimately that's going to lead to them building trust and confidence with us and
100%.
ideally translating to a sale.